allow me to complete, Dan. Allow me to complete. Didn't I wait till you finish? So, you know, it would just please allow me to complete. See, I'll tell you one thing, Dan. And again, I'll be very direct. America can't touch China. That's a reality. Whereas, Dan, as you know, we fought with the Chinese in Galwan and gave them a bloody nose. We have a fantastic fighting army. We are one of the biggest economies in the world. We are very, very relevant. You need us in this region. We are going to play our cards well. We are going to defend ourselves, build our military, our economy, and we won't go this way or that. We'll see what happens. You guys fight your war. But at the end of the day, I think it would be much better if the West were to gather the courage to sanction China. Because the only way to actually hit back is to sanction China. Professor Nalapat.
Well, I'd like to say that Dan is probably not aware of the fact that Indian territory and Indian sovereignty has been affected multiple times by two countries, Pakistan and China. Pakistan as far back as 1947, China from the early 1950s, and as you correctly said, Arnab, recently in 2020 in Galwan, where 20 of our soldiers perished, and I think quite a lot more of Chinese soldiers perished. I wonder where Dan was during those debates. Possibly he was not aware of the Chinese intrusions. Possibly he's not aware that large amounts of Indian territory are now being occupied by Pakistan and by China. And yes, you're perfectly right, Arnab. If there are any sanctions on China for this kind of occupation of the world's largest democracy, sorry, you know, I'm afraid I'm too ignorant to have heard about them. So please, Dan, don't give one yardstick for one case and another yardstick for the other. If you've got a yardstick, it's the same yard for everything. I want to say, Arnab, we are in the middle of Cold War 2.0 between mainly the United States and China. Cold War 1.0 was between the USSR and the US. And the problem with Joe Biden and the problem with many of these people is that they are confusing Cold War 1.0 with Cold War 2.0, or as you said, they're uncomfortable with Cold War 2.0 and they're jumping back to Cold War 1.0 with the difference that Putin is not Yeltsin. He's not Gorbachev. Now I want to ask Dan, you know, you intervened in Iraq to remove Saddam Hussein. Good. Saddam Hussein was a despot, a dictator, an evil man. And what have you got? You've got a government that is extremely close to Iran. I'm not sure that you regard Iran as a friendly country. You've got, let me go to Libya. What has happened in Libya after your intervention? Saddam Hussein was de-weaponized by you, Gaddafi was de-weaponized by you, and then of course you invaded. And what happened in Libya? Have you got a government in Libya that is friendly to the West? And in fact, the bulk of Libya is controlled by individuals who are friendly to Russia and to China.
And the fact
what happened in Syria? You
the fact is, while we were speaking,
what happened?
No, while we were speaking,
you have not got a
Professor Nalapat,
while
sorry to come in, but while you've been speaking, I've got a big